Alright. Let me get my set up already. We're gonna be just a little bit different. I was getting a little burnt out doing just a lot of fates. So I thought I would do something fun and just play a modded version of Fire Emblem 7, wherein this was done by a YouTuber. It's called Fire Emblem Legacy. I believe I wrote the name for them down.
Guys,
Yeah, it was
off everything in the
Smith Plays Fire Emblem. They've done a couple of Pokemon things and things like that, and I have been curious about the changes they made to this. I haven't looked too much into it. I mostly just saw the fact that they gave Ellawood lances, which, thank God. Boy needed help. We are gonna be Squash. I think that'll fit. Perfect. Shockingly, this actually starts with my regular birth month, and I am in fact male, so. Man, I just love the way FE7 looks. It's so charming. I love this starting. We got Lynn, who will very likely not be an absolute powerhouse by endgame, but she's probably still going to be on the team because she's fun to use. You are working, right, Affinity? I believe so. Okay. Alright, here's hoping Lynn does well this map. Because there's a very real chance she just perishes. We are not going to enable casual mode because I don't like myself. But one of, in my opinion, the best changes is we can see growth rates now just by pressing select. That is a very Lin growth rate spread. Yeah, 65 speed, 60 skill. I don't actually know if they've fiddled too much with the growth rates on characters, but that seems pretty accurate to Lin. Ooh. I am not gonna attack just because I have been screwed by this game's RNG before. I love the animations in this game. I'm gonna be gushing about the 2D animations for a long time, and I will not apologize because, man, the sprite work in GBA Fire Emblem is just peak. How much do you take from him? 12, so we can safely heal here. Yeah, for Fire Emblem, I struggle to think of a game that has more impactful combat animations than specifically the GBA ones. They're so good. Yeah, I like Three Houses a lot. I've been playing a lot of the modern Fire Emblems, so I really just wanted to dip back into this, and man, I just love FE7. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it brings a smile to my face. Nice. Also, Path of Radiance is peak. That is my favorite Fire Emblem. I will rave about Path of Radiance for as long as people will allow. Nice. Three Houses is an odd starting point just for how different it is from the rest of the Fire Emblem games, but I'm happy so many people got in with it because I like Three Houses a lot. It scratched that perfect itch in my brain for character making and not necessarily optimizing, but doing fun things with. I wish I liked warrior style games more so I could play Three Hopes, but I just do not love them. I had heard about it, that I think it's like Sacred Echoes or something, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. I haven't got the chance to try it out yet because I am really bad about remembering to try things. Yeah, Fire Dragon, kind of mean in this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm really looking forward to seeing if this mod changed anything about it. Because this is Fire Emblem Legacy, which is supposedly just like an overall kind of more quality of life thing, but it's got a couple neat little changes to it, and I'm excited to see those. I am very excited for Fortune's Weave. I liked the world of Foland a lot. I want to explore more of it. And, we get a handsome vampire man. Everyone in the game looks pretty already, but we got a handsome vampire man. It's hard to argue with. And I like Sothis, so that's going to be fun, because Sothis as the Chaos Gremlin in your brain was fun, so now we get maybe Sothis is less of a Chaos Gremlin in your brain, and I'm still down for that. Lynn, I can promise you the likelihood of you being a peerless warrior is low, but I'm going to hope against hope for it. You're not off to a great start not getting a strength level on the first map, though, but we're going to do this. Oh, 2 units who stand a chance of being long-time team members, but are very likely going to get benched. I'm not over Birthright. It's probably still going to be my usual Tuesday streams. I just wanted something to break up specifically all the Birthright I've been playing the past couple weeks. The Birthright will still probably be weekly, and then this will be when I get time for other streams. Yeah, Lynn getting strength is my goal within the first 3 level ups. If we can get that, we're golden. Oh, Sane. The man with 0 game. She might find a way to lose strength, honestly, because what is it? If I don't get a good Lynn, I might still beat her prologue. But if I don't have anyone really stand out from there, might just go with non-transfer bonus Lynn. Just to have a unit with stats. I'm hoping we get a good Florina. And Kent. He's here. She really does be doubling everything for 0 damage sometimes. I feel bad because Kent kind of falls into the characters of, or the trio of characters in the GBA games where I'm like, really good unit. I don't know what it is about their personality that I never clicked with. Because it's him, it's I believe his name is Kyle in FE8, and then it's every Cavalier in FE6. If I'm being honest, I don't like most of them. I like what's his name? What's the red Cavalier from that one? Because he reminds me a bit of Kane. It's not Lance. It's uh Gilliam is kind of a monster. Gilliam's only weakness is the fact that he starts so low level, so you really got to work to get him promoted. I love the fact that Oswald needs, I think, like 2 levels from his join chapter. I think it is Alan, yeah. I am really bad at remembering the FE6 character names, because I like maybe 4 characters from that game, enough to remember them, and then I didn't do supports for the units that I didn't use on my first run, and I feel bad for that. I will go back and do it eventually, but that requires me to play FE6, and most of the time when I'm playing FE6, I'll think about it and I go, I can be playing 7 or 8 right now. Yeah, Kritger is a monster. Hey, thank you, Ubi, I'm guessing? Thank you for the follow, very kind, yeah. Yeah, going from the fan-translated names to the official takes some getting used to, because I actually have a replica cartridge of Sacred Stones, or sorry, not Sacred Stones, Binding Blade, which was definitely acquired legally, Nintendo. Please don't come after me. I was a young child. I did not know. Which has, I think, mostly correct names. Kukle. I don't even remember who he's from. Listen, Nintendo already doesn't like me because I play modded versions of their games. I've accepted that Nintendo's gonna come for me one day. Oh, is Kukulain from like 4 or 5? I don't remember what the names are. Genealogy and Thracia. Yeah, fun fact, have never finished those games because I'll get like 2 hours into playing them, take a break for my mental state, and then come back and be like, okay, where was I? Forget, start over. Alright. So, let's check out if they changed anything for Kane and Sane and Kent. No, he about what I expect. His defense is always lower than I feel like I remember it to be. Sane has a 20% defense growth? Yes, this is Fire Emblem Legacy. It's pretty similar to my understanding to base FE8, or sorry, base FE7. It has some quality of life changes, primarily in relation to being able to, like, you know, check your unit's growths and things like that. And a couple of the maps have been tweaked, like, I think it's Pale Flower of Darkness, the one where you can recruit either Harkin or Corel. You can get them both now. Yeah, Satan is not going to be the tanky Cavalier this run. Maybe this will be my final chance to use Lowen. Oh, I don't love that 65, but we're going to try it. We will go here, heal. Because Lynn has glass bones and paper skin. You can go... What can you get? I don't want you on any of the forest tiles, so we'll just go here. Yeah, I'm hoping we get like the 1 in a million chance of a strength buffed Lyn. Or strength blessed Lyn, I should say. Crit? Ah. Oh, the boss move right now. That's actually a little terrifying. Alright. You can swing down. I'm gonna try and get each of them a little bit of experience, maybe a level up. I tried Darkstone. I got to the chapter where you get to Volter and Glenn, and just wasn't really having fun with it. I'd probably have to try it again at some point, see if I can really vibe with it. It just feels like they give you resources that are okay, and then give you challenges that those resources are not designed for. Because, like, at no point did I ever feel like I was in an even fight, really. It was just, I was either dominating or getting my butt kicked. We got a strength level up, let's go. Lynn can now do 5 damage. Fire Emblem style Plants vs. Zombies. That could be fun. I think... We'll see if he goes for Satan. Please don't get hit by 21%, Lynn. Right after I just complimented you for your strength growth. Oh, thank God. I've stopped asking questions about Fire Emblem math at this point. Sometimes you're blessed, sometimes the game just says, nah, you don't get to have fun. Alright, Kent, you know how to dodge a low percent hit. That's good to know. And then we're gonna do one of these. Yeah. I don't think any game hates me as much as Fates does, though. The number of 1% crits and below 5% hits I've been hit by is upsetting to me on a spiritual level. Would have liked some speed there, but some strength is very nice on Zane. Man, I just really like those little, what is it, sepia tone, still frames. This is hard mode for Lynn. I'm gonna figure out how difficult this feels before I decide whether I'm going normal mode Hector or hard mode, Ellawood. Because from what I saw, there are some minor difficulty tweaks. Like, I think they gave enemies just slightly better bases across the board to compensate for late game FE7, where it's basically just walking through a herd of unmoving, weak enemies. I would argue this is Twink Mario and Luigi. Look at them boys. Yeah, sure. I've played through the game enough. I'm mostly just interested in seeing how it feels to play with this mod. Yeah, Masked Twinks is a rare thing. I should play Andoran Saga at some point, though. I remember someone mentioned it was really fun to go through. Huh. That sounds pretty nice. Ooh. That could be worth grinding Sarah up just so I don't have to do it later. An Earth Seal, that's... Yeah, the music in the GBA Fire Emblem games hits different. These weren't even my first Fire Emblem games, and they still kick me right in the nostalgia. Oh, I thought the Earth Seal didn't work on Thieves. Because I thought you needed the Fell contract. Listen, we're not going to talk about how many Dawn Brigade members I lost. Like, ooh, I like the Dawn Brigade. I think they're a little underrated. I say with half of them not making it to Part 4. Ooh, that's so much. I could have an actually useful Legault and Matthew. They won't be sitting there going, well, we're only here to open chests. Counterpoint, he's a boomer. And we're going to take him out. Oh, make Soth viable late game and base Radiant. He can open one chest in the tower. Do we count that? Yeah, Matthew can do some good work if you get him a couple levels in Lin mode to weaken people in Hector mode, especially, where you get him from Chapter 1. Lin is a baddie because Fire Emblem 7 knew what it was doing, but also Lin isn't even the baddest character in this game, in my opinion. Y'all are gonna laugh because it continues the trend that Awakening started with me on this platform. I like the randomest characters because I think the prettiest woman in this game is Isadora. Yeah, the eyes and the sprites do sometimes just in general make them look a little cross-eyed. I can't tell if it's just a minor, if it's a me thing, but I'm glad to see it happens with other people. I think it's specifically when they're looking at you straight on. Hell yeah. I have only talked to a couple other people who are like really big into FE7, but I'm glad to see Isadora getting the fan base she deserves. Because objectively, she's not very good as a unit, but she's usually who I give the Aphis drops to. I will give her so much favoritism when we get to her, it's not even going to be funny. We're going to not roll over the fact that this man's name is Glass, by the way. Oh, I love... I just love the fucking FE7 generic enemies names. There's Glass, there's Bug, there's Boys. Also, this guy's talking himself up. I think he's like a level 3 mercenary. Oh, I love that for Isadora. Will she be the best unit on our army? Almost assuredly not. But she is going to get so much favoritism that it might seem like it for a little while until the other enemies or the other allies catch up to her in level. Slight boost to Kana is nice for her, because I think she's even getting weighed down by, what, like, Iron Lances or something like that? Might have been Javelins that I'm thinking of. But, like, one of the super common weapons is enough to weigh her down. You look like a virtuous group. Just don't look at Sane and we're fine, yeah. Yeah, it's tragic. Especially since, what is it, female Cavaliers already got reduced con from male Cavaliers for whatever reason, because Fire Emblem definitely didn't have a sexism problem, guys. It's fine. Past that. Oh, I forgot to equip it, but that's fine. Satan doing work even with an Iron Lance. Alright, so you cannot leave him alive, and you, even with an Iron Sword, can't kill him. What a pickle. Yeah, I've done a little bit of experimenting with like the FE Builder stuff, and going through and looking at some of the choices they made were definitely interesting. He's gonna start chopping through that. That's honestly kind of fine. Because I always had the idea of turning my first D&D campaign that unfortunately never got to finish just because we had people having kids, people switching jobs a bunch, and just general life stuff getting in the way. But I would love to turn into a Fire Emblem game at one point. So that's something I've been kind of tinkering around in the background for years and years at this point. Okay, Ken, that was a 30%. I'm getting scared, guys. You can dodge those. I know you can. I promise. It's fine. Yeah, my ability to defy statistics in Fire Emblem should probably be studied at some point. Because it is impressive. Alright, Lynn, you are going to hold the door. You're going to be my Hodor. You are going to fall back. I would love it if you could hit him. Actually, no. I think I'm just going to do this. You're going to hold the door. Because I trust Kent not to die by awesomeness. He will do his job, and he will do it semi-competently. And then Lynn, you can deal with them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just seeing everything below 50 and going, yeah, they'll probably hit at this point. Alright, and now just to be safe, we will heal up. A fixed mode in this game would go hard. I'm honestly kind of surprised they didn't try for that with Legacy, since they added casual mode as an option. Which I did not turn on, by the way. Because I mildly hate myself. Because a fixed mode in this would honestly make a lot of the units pretty well rounded. You'd still have, like, Lynn with her not great strength issues, but at least it would be consistent, not great. You know, he got the 30% defense, I guess. Oh, this is going to be a rough start, isn't it? And Sane's at 85. We will... I messed up. Whoops. There we go. I would love a speedy Cavalier, guys. I'm just saying. For me personally, that would be my ideal. I suppose you want to live up to that ideal, Sane? Eh? Eh? Okay, I'll take that. 7 speed. I think that means he'll double a couple of the... what are they? Bandits on the next... Not the next map, maybe, but the map after that? I don't remember the one where you have to defend with them. I mean, that would make sense for her role, given how late she comes in, because I feel like Kent tends to be the skill-based Cavalier who's just kind of mid. Sane tends to be your strength one, and Lowen's usually your all-rounder. So having Isadora come in a little later as a speed Cavalier is nice. That is an obscene upcharge. Oof. More than 200%. Yikes. Alright, we will give him one more turn of healing on the throne, and then Lyn can take him out. And this also gets the added benefit of giving Kent some actual experience. Alright. Riveting last words, Mr. Glass. Unfortunately, he's shattered. Lyn got 2 strength level ups in a row. The run is blessed. We got this, guys. Lyn's gonna carry. I'll take my pun being called, tough. Is it secret? Is it safe? It means you are a main character. Yeah, the +1 move I'm really excited for. I'm also very excited for Eliwood to have lances, because boy just really needed something going for him. And then Hector being able to use blades out of the gates can be pretty nice. I always forget how short the Monicati actually is. I will never know. He had the perfect setup, because then you could have... He's the hard counter to Lyn, because he is fat. Lyn has the speed, Eliwood has the average stats across the board, and then Hector's the tank. And that Hector beats is the natural counter to Eliwood. Lyn's the natural sort of counter to Hector, even though if you go by their averages, she can't really hurt him, but it would have been the perfect triangle. And then you could have given them a triangle attack. I might just be saying that because I like triangle attacks, but... We got a trio of lords. It's great. Nice. Fire Emblem was a lot of fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's... Micaiah needed something going for her in base Radiant Dawn. natural access to dark magic would have been so good, because then you would have had a dark magic user on your first playthrough, instead of having to wait for your second playthrough, or if you didn't recruit that character, waiting until you got the secret character. Lord Lundgren, who definitely doesn't look like a villain whatsoever. Look at how non-threatening his nose and chin are. Yeah, one being locked to the literal last chapter. Ooh, Dark Thani would have been so pretty. Especially with how pretty they made dark magic in that game. Yeah, if you got a butt chin, you're probably a villain. I don't make the rules. Yeah, dark spells, they go hard for them. Varine. I don't think we see Varine in the actual game. I'm trying to remember, but I don't believe so off memory alone, but also I do not have the best memory, so I would not take my word for it. Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Ike is my boy. I love him. I am so happy that he is as beloved in the franchise as he should be, because man is fantastic. Absolutely. Ike is a man, I respect his power, but he has his twink boyfriend, and next in line behind that is his furry boyfriend. And after that is a long line of other furry boyfriends. Sadly, they're not. Sane refuses to accept it. Man's so in the closet. Pardon me. Yeah, Ike has a whole continent of people who are like, yeah, Ike's the greatest. We all want to date Ike. And Ike's just like, okay, did you bring any food? With these level ups, they might both be, might both be in the lose department. Valencia absolutely had that puppy crush on Ike. Up until Radiant Dawn, she just gave it up. She's like, yeah, no, he's got his twink. I get it. Yeah. Medieval English is a good way to describe the generics in these games. Listen, we don't question what's natural in the Fire Emblem games, ever. The amount of blue-haired people we got running around. Yeah, I think they also gave archers in this game 3 times damage on flyers, which is going to be so nice for Will. And probably also help Rebecca, but Will... Yeah, things that happen naturally. Shape-shifting birds and cats, and purple hair. I don't... It's all perfectly normal. But people being able to heal without a staff, that's where we draw the line. That's a little abnormal. Nah, you don't understand. Sane got 1 strength growth, but Lynn got 2. Y'all are screwed. I love, specifically dancers in FE 7 and 8. The little jig they play is so good. I'm very much looking forward to him again. Nils, because the bard is such a fun little ditty that he plays. Welcome, Gojo Glazer. I get it. Oh, my man. Objectively the worst man in every single one of my squads, but he gets to keep the deployment because I like him. Oh, this is... Yeah. I have listened to the Smash version of this too many times. I messed it up entirely. My bad. Hey, thank you for the roses, Gojo Glazer. Very kind of you. Will with 1 L. That is important. Oh, 60% strength growth. My man's going to be yoked. Not maxing Will, you didn't miss much if we're being honest in the base game. In this mod, he might be cracked. We're going to see. Alright, he can do 12. You guys can take this guy out without him, right? 14, 12... Yeah, this is Fire Emblem Legacy. It doesn't change a ton, but as you saw, you can check stats and things like that. Specifically your gross. And they gave each of the lords a little bit of something from their promoted class. Like Lynn has +1 movement. Eliwood gets his lances, or gets lances at base. Oh, that's not a kill for you, huh? Florina. Florina, please. Okay, we will weaken him. Never mind. This is why Will's great. I want them to just make it so that people can play Fire Emblem games more. Because they have a good step. With the putting them on the virtual consoles. Now they just need to make them more available for the people who can't afford their monthly subscriptions and things like that. Alright, we got money, so we can buy swords. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with mods. I didn't play a ton of them before I started streaming. But I picked up a few just because I figured that'd be more fun for people to watch than seeing someone play a game that they've played a few dozen times already. We will swap that. I do. It is also Spectre Squash. It's linked on my page. Most of it is at the moment, all of it is currently just the VODs from my old streams. I'm debating potentially doing something with doing like a campaign diary for. We're gonna be DMing for my D&D group for a Curse of Strahd game soon-ish, and I figured people love Strahd. I might do something fun for that. I have not set up streaming to YouTube yet, unfortunately. So this isn't on there yet. But I'm working on setting up streaming for this and TikTok. Oh, that's weird, is it not? Let me. Should be at the top of the bio on my page. Oh, did they take my link away? Damn. Okay, so they may have taken my link away. I'm also Spectre Squash there, if that helps. I don't know why they took that away. But I'm working on setting up multi-streaming to the purple app and the red app, because TikTok gets mad at me when I say their actual names, and will throttle my post reach for a while. That was an 18%. So I will have to re-upload my YouTube app. That's going to be fun. Okay, now don't get hit with another 18%, please. Yeah, some mods do get pretty crazy. And the little idle animations are great. Alright, Lynn got to C rank swords. Yeah, so Lynn, we will have you back off. You can finish him. Insane should be able... Yes, perfect. We will just block there, so we don't take a ton of damage potentially on counter, and then the swordsman behind him. And Florina finally gets to do something, because Will kept critting. Yes. I, being the very professional person that I am, have two different icons between this app and Red app, which is very helpful for people finding me, I promise. 3, 4, 2... I believe most of the videos in the are currently are the Birthright Iron Man that we're doing on the week every other day or every week right now. Yeah, I don't want to talk about some of the dumb ways I've lost units, especially on stream the past couple of games I've been playing where I've been Iron Manning. Mild spoilers for my Path of Radiance playthrough that I did on stream. There may have been a point where we broke the Iron Man rules specifically because Rayson was the one who was going to perish. So we may have backtracked a little bit for him because Rayson gets favoritism. He's the dancer. Alright, we will get you an Iron Lance because you desperately need damage. Alright, you can do 5-10. He has a 0% chance to crit, so this is just safe. Let's see what Will gets. I think he levels up from this. Hey, Nolan the Liar, thank you for the follow. Buddy. 60% strength. Will, I talked you up so much. Alright, you will not be touching him. Unless we can somehow magically get him to 2. I could see Soren, or thinking Soren's a girl in Path of Radiance. Oh, Will is very mid. Will might be the middest of archers in a game where archers were all bad. But I love him. Rebecca is probably objectively the better pick, especially in this one where there's 3 times effectiveness, so. Honestly, I would take an Erica capped level 20 Lord with 15 strength, because I've had runs where she's run up with like 12. I don't know what I do to Sacred Stones units, but a lot of them don't like me. Franz especially doesn't like me. Do I want to just give this to Lynn? We could copium, and try and give Will enough where he should actually level up from this guy, right? Yeah, level 6 versus level 3. You two are going to get a bunch of experience next map. You will have the chance to fight a bunch of sword units next map. So we're going to give it to Will. We're going to go on that copium. The 60% strength growth will have to happen eventually. Oh yeah, Ephraim is a monster. I don't know what they put in that man's Wheaties, but Bro can bench press the entire rest of the cast of his side. Seth gets to take a lot of the credit, but if Ephraim was your lord in that game, you could probably safely bench Seth. Yeah, poor Lynn really gets the short end of the stick in this game. Sword locked until promotion in an enemy phase heavy game. Bow access later on is okay, but bows were 2 times effectiveness against flyers in this prior to this mod, so oof. Along with a really mid strength growth. Yeah, Ephraim and Hector are just monsters for lords. I will say, Hector at least has the balancing fact that unless you're really lucky, he tends to either be on the threshold of getting doubled or just being doubled late game. I like how Will literally joins this army just because Sane said he did. Will, who has a life to lead anywhere but here, is just like, alright, I guess I'm a mercenary now. And that's the kind of vibe I respect. Yeah, Eliwood not much better off than Lynn, but I'll give him this. At least he gets a little bit of points for the fact that he gets a couple of good maps for him. And at least his strength base is a little better. This is FE7, the Blazing Sword. This specifically is also Fire Emblem Legacy. A mod for it. Wallace may be the worst pick, because getting Wallace means you don't get Geats, but I love him for it. Hey, thank you, Wyatt. Thank you for the follow. It's a mod called Fire Emblem Legacy. it's kind of like just a general quality of life kind of thing, where you get to see your units' growth. They rebalanced a couple of the units, like Lynn has one more movement at base, Elliewood gets lances at base, Hector gets swords at base. Little tweaks like that. Listen, the only reason Raven and Lucius aren't a couple actually written out is because this game came out before I existed. Not born-wise, but before I was a Fire Emblem fan. Dorcas and Bartray are two of my favorite units to use, purely just because they are axe fighters. You give them either them any other weapon, I would never use them. But they haha funny axemen. Pardon me. Yeah, Bartray, I think, has like the exact 50-50s for his growths, for a lot of his best stats. I tend to use Dorcas more often just because usually I'm okay with going through hard mode Lyn, just to pick up the extra levels for him. But on a purely starting from Hector hard mode, I usually go Bartray just because I don't know, I like his look a little bit better if I'm being honest. I haven't played Tier Ring Saga. I've heard a lot about it, and I've gotten recommended it to me a few times. I just always forget to actually look into it. Because if I remember right, it's made by the same creator, right? As the first 5 Fire Emblem games? That's where Kaga went, right? Because it's that and Berwick Saga, I think, are the name of its follow-up game. Or was Berwick Saga the one that came before it? One of the two. Man, what kind of childhood sickness messed up your leg? Are you okay? Uh, I'm hit or miss on a couple of them. I liked Awakening. I like Three Houses a lot. Uh, oh, that's brutal. Um, I like playing Engage in Fates. I don't like reading any of the writing from those games. And Shadow Dragon is fun in the weirdest way, and I absolutely hated the fact that Chris existed in the new Mystery of the Emblem remake. Because I think Chris might be the worst written Avatar character. Which is impressive, because Birthright Corrin exists. Conquest Corrin exists. Byleth exists, and Byleth barely is written. Oh, Dorcas, you might become a monster. I liked the concept of what they were doing with the team up stuff. I just feel like they made it incredibly broken. Pardon me. I do like that it was also nerfed slightly from Awakening pair up, which was just gross. Always getting to follow up attack and guard. Or having the chance for guard, at least. Lynn, I can promise you we will be holding out somewhat. The rest of the time we are going to be fighting back. There's a good chance if things go right, we are pushing outside of these walls. I would argue enemy team-ups were oppressively strong sometimes. Like in Conquest late game, some of them were just brutal. Alright, now Lynn, what you're going to do is you're going to dodge. He has an 82% hit rate, so he'll have 52 hit on you. I just need you to dodge. Oh, hit 30. Oh, right, weapon triangle. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Alright, off to a good start with these two so far. Take the archer out. And see if Will can get strength on his second time of asking. Hey, ooh, strength and speed. You'll love to see it. That's fair. I could see how some people would get bored of Fire Emblem. It's just one of those games that kind of scratches my brain the right way. Alright, Lynn. No, we're not attacking him. Saying the main. Oh yeah, Tokyo Mirage Session games are definitely long. Yeah, the Final Fantasy Tactics is my favorite game of all time. Advance was a really good game for scratching the brain like this. I wish I liked Advance 2 more. Yeah, I haven't actually played the FE Persona spinoff. I should probably get to that at some point. And I believe that is a hard-coded crit right there, so don't get used to seeing those from him. Alright, and then the swordsmen start spawning up there if they haven't changed that, so Florina, that's what you get to do for the rest of the map. Alright, Kent, your name rhymes with the best unit in this game. Can you get a level up to prove that? We will find out in like 3 turns. Yeah, Fates is a good game. I love the gameplay for it. It's just, man, I'm not big on the writing. Alright, keep them out of the forests. I feel like I have a sizable backlog I gotta get through at some point too. But counterpoint, I could play more fire. Alright, we get a sane level up. Alright, HP, strength, luck, luck and skill's pretty good. I keep saying defense because I'm expecting it to be it, but he's not getting that one. Hey, Kent got some defense though, with his 30% growth. Yeah, I don't want to talk about my backlog of Fire Emblem ROMs. It's substantial. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to double there. Oh, we didn't. I forgot to give a Dorcas a look over. How we looking, bud? Yeah, kind of mid strength, good skill, oddly good luck and defense. I don't usually expect those from max fighters. Just to keep him out of the forest. Ooh, I do love a good Sacred Stones ROM. Alright, let's hope for a speed level up. And a strength one, but I'm being greedy on the strength one. All greed rewarded. Never punished. I mean, not great that she didn't get a speed level up, because I mean she's probably taking 6 this turn, but I'll take it. Game, please stop rewarding my greed. Oh, Sane's starting to double them. Oh, we are cooking now. That's, I think, D swords for him? Oh, oh, I'm in that Discord. I think his streamer name is Guts? Yeah, because he's doing Overlord, right? Yeah, super nice dude. I popped into a couple of his streams and he invited me to his Discord, and I don't chat a lot there just because I get mildly anxious in large groups of people where I don't know most of them. But I tried some of the early build, or I think one of the early builds that released last week, and it's super fun. I'm excited to get to Wallace. I can't wait to see what this mod has done to my boy. Five, four. We can wait there. Alright, now Dorcas just needs to be able to reliably do 9 to him. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of Overlord as it gets more and more completed, though, because the base of it already looks great. I don't think he's been working on it that crazy long. The fact that he's already made that much progress is wild. Only 6. That's even shorter than I thought it was, because I'd been working on it for like a year-ish, but I very much could have been mistaken. And with how good it looks, I would have fully believed it. Dude's cooking. 3, 6, 9, 12. So just dropping you is the safest bet. The custom animations are always the best part. Alright, Dorcas, can we get you this level up? Not only can we get you this, we can get you this pretty safely, because he doesn't even 2-round you. Ooh, that's an unfortunate one there, buddy. Also, hit rate is nice. Oh, Florina coming in with them dodges. Yeah, it was certainly something, alright. He's got something on his side. We'll call it luck, I guess. Any chance you can? Yeah. The will favoritism begins. Strength? Yes. Alright, you double, you double. So we'll gamble on a 73 missing. No such luck. I was hoping to get Kent one more level up, but he's fine. Sane, you might as well have just not leveled up. This is entirely safe because he has no crit chance. If I don't kill him, or if I heal, I gain the most. Or I'm at risk of perishing, I should say. So much as I would like to try and go for 2 kills on this one, I'll be satisfied with just the 1. Oh, Florina hard carry, and she got 2 strength level ups. Florina and Lynn gonna carry the run. You didn't squash with me, or speak with me. You didn't squash with me. Dorcas, I don't know how to tell you this. We're poor. I'm not currently live on the Purple app. I gotta finish setting up my multi-streaming stuff because I did it incorrectly the first time, and when I thought I was doing a multi-stream, it was just here, and the red app and the purple app got real mad at me. Thank you, Geoferna. Thank you for the follow, very kind of you. Thank you for the follow, Elliot. Very kind of you. Appreciate all the support, guys. Oh yeah, we get to see Urk suffering. I know it's not intended to be that way, but part of me always chuckles when she visions the face of a grandfather she's never seen, and then bandits show up behind you. That's what she imagines her grandpa looks like. Oh, nice. Any fun standout units? Any fun standout units for you? Like anyone who showed up surprisingly? Or just real good across the board anyway? Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes the unit gets some lucky level up, so I always like to ask. Oh, you get Sacred Stones treating you rough? Yeah, Slayer against monsters is always fun. Which chapter? Oh. Yeah, that one can be really weird on the route split. Especially if you go Ephraim route. It surprisingly can be pretty difficult for a Sacred Stone. Yeah, if you're playing Ephemerate, I wouldn't recommend trying to get what's her name. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? Amelia. On that map specifically, just because it kind of a pain in the ass if you try and take it quickly enough to get her. Erica's route, is it? Oh, okay, that's the port, if I remember right. Yeah, that one can be kind of obnoxious if I'm remembering right, just with how trying to get all the treasures while keeping everyone from being fully dead. Another one I also don't recommend picking up Amelia on. Irk, if that isn't indicative of the entire rest of your performance this playthrough, please level speed, buddy. If you haven't unleashed Seth yet, though, he might be a good solution to that problem. He can be quite good on that map when used correctly. Yeah, Eric, I feel like just needs a little bit more speed, either in his base or in his growth, in order to really keep up. And there's not a whole lot of point in putting that effort in when you get handed Pent on a silver platter. Or you could hold out for Lucius or Canas, who don't really have that problem, because even if Canas is a one-hit wonder, he's hitting with Dark Magic. And Dark Magic's gonna hurt. Experience Thief, Thief of bonus chapters. Man can steal a lot of things if you don't go fly down and pick them up. Alright, we will let you two face thing. Now, Dorcas, if you want to show me some of the luck the enemies have been getting, that would be real cool. If you want to hit a 39%, we do experience. Let you get this one for the level up. He got speed and honestly, that's an impressive amount of speed or defense level with his 30. 8, 16, 13 more reliably. Yeah, I thought so. Can we get this? Nice. You love to see it. I honestly love this game a lot. It's got some issues, but it's real fun to play at the end of the day. Alright, Dorcas. I believe in you. And also, we have a healer on hand, so even if you take 6 points of damage, it doesn't matter. Yeah, mercenaries are obnoxious, and I unfortunately let him get the trees because I forgot they were one tile further up. Not the end of the world, but he'll be mildly annoying to kill. Alright, come on, Florina. I just want you to hit this one. Perfect. He really isn't. I'm gonna try and give him a few levels just because experience in Lin mode is just free. I might get him to like level 3 or 4. But there's a very high likelihood that is as far as he gets. Alright, Dirk. At the very least, he hits hard for this early. Granted, nothing has defense or resistance stats yet, but we give Urk what he can take. Red gem. Actually, yeah, I thought so. Can you... So if I want him there, we want to attack him from over here. Man, Will's already hitting like a freight train. I love it. 5, 5, 1, 5, 5. We can give Lin a little bit of love. My goal for Lin is to have her probably be like 8, 9 by the time we're at a Lin mode, so I don't have to worry about leveling her later on. We can go one space further than that, but that's fine. Oh, absolutely. That is how I get Priscilla leveled up. What is it? 15x or something like that, where you can get both Canalis. You just got Priscilla, and you have that arena right on tap. Peak timing. Oop. Got one of you. And we will more than likely just wind up trading Javelin around a couple of times, because... actually, we got plenty of money. We can pick up a second one. So remember right, next map is Wraths, and we get like 5k after that. Alright, Florina, you've gotten some really good level ups for strength, but you do kind of need speed because you're getting doubled. Oh, Kanos is more than likely going to be on the team even if he's bad. I love Dark Mages in this game. I don't even care if this mod nerfed Nosferatu tanking. I don't know if it did, by the way. I'd be surprised if it didn't, because Nosferatu is cracked. No, sorry, Nosferatu's pretty good. Luna's the cracked one in this game. Our first Lin crit of the run. And then we'll let her do it again. She's not winning a lot of my confidence with how many below 50% she's consistently getting hit with. Nice, you love to see it. Yeah, my current only tattoo is actually of mine, which is very funny. I should get a Fire Emblem tattoo next time I can afford one. Also, blatant lie right there. Not only people in service of good can use healing staffs. We're gonna see a lot of them later on. I have the Minden tattoo. I have no idea who I'd get for a Fire Emblem tattoo. More than likely, it'd be Ike or Radiant Dawn related. Hey, Sane, remember how you weren't supposed to tell people that? Nice. Yeah, I have mine and my partner got Plusle because we just liked them a lot. And when we were kids, we actually surprisingly each had one of the plushies, but never both. So I had mine in, so I got him on my arm. And they got Plusle, so they got Plusle on their leg. That is true. It is the feminine gender, Sane's one true weakness. Nice. Hey, thank you for the follow, Zero. Very kind of you. Appreciate it. Well, I'm glad you think so. Mostly I just yap about Fire Emblem, D&D, and Pokemon. Gotta love Lundgren and be like, man, why won't the people I want dead just perish? Also, he talks a lot about his murder plans out in the open. Hey, I appreciate that. Most of the time I stream fairly regularly on Tuesdays, and then I mix in Wednesday and Thursday nights when I can swing them, sometimes even a Friday night. Then I got archives all over on the Red app, whose name I cannot say for fear of our TikTok overlords. Where I archive them all. Oh, I should also drop my Discord link so people can join that, because I always forget to do that. So I usually post about when I'm going to be able to stream in there. There we go. I don't know what was going on with the sound for a second there, but let's choose to ignore that. I mean, they have been kind of mid so far. I get the diss. Oh, Wrath, the coolest you will ever look. That didn't kill him. He had 2 health left. Yeah, the problem is he's way over leveled for Lin mode, and then when he comes in for Eliwood's mode, most of the time your units are in like 12 to 15 range for your main units, and then your secondaries are all in like the 10 to 12 range, and he comes in at like 8. Hey, you're in good company then. I love a lot of the older Fire Emblem games too. Maybe I'll get some good use out of Wrath this time. Ah, it's fine. We get my boy Matthew. Man, I just really like thieves in Fire Emblem. My goat. Yep, those are his growths, alright. Real bad in strength, real bad in defense, real bad in resistance, but look at that speed. And we have our other new joiner in Wrath. He's pretty okay. Oh, absolutely. Every thief is secretly terrible. Somehow Wrath has a worse defense than him, which I find funny. Man's got 10% growth. Can you 10? Can you do 11? You can do 8. Okay. Luckily for everything else, they're sane. Alright, what do we get for our first Urk level up? Yep, that's about right. I complain he doesn't get speed, he gets speed and nothing else. They really do. Especially when you say something that they think would be really funny. Like, what if we only gave him speed level ups and nothing else from now on? I don't remember if they changed any of the regular houses. Okay, so they didn't change any of them to be anything super interesting, so I don't think we need to worry about them a ton. Oh, the angelic rope, that I'm gonna have to figure out who my squishiest unit is, and it's probably gonna be Lynn. Again, Florina has been taking a lot of damage lately. We'll send Urk with him. You should be able... Yeah. Oh, it is so much nicer not to gain 10 experience every time you use a staff. Well, Urk, you can't do the one thing I usually want my mages to do, and that's one round knight. A low-level knight, too. Maybe you'll get there one day, bud. Door key acquired. Oops. To 14. Now, Kent and Sane can kind of just do that alone, huh? Well, you started off. Nice. There's a very real possibility with the way they've been leveling up of me dropping both Kent and Sane. I usually keep whichever of the Cavaliers is doing best, and more often than not, it winds up being Marcus. Oh, that's new and concerning. We will not have you two taking them on. This could be a good thing for Wrath to help out with. Magic and resistance. That's perfectly adequate. Yeah, you can take this soldier, no problem, and you drop a chest key. Oh, he's not even gonna move, that poor fool. Yeah, GBA was kind of a peak era. Should have the 50-ish% chance to hit. That's fine. Yeah, Sacred Stones was so much fun to play. I poured so much time into that game. Hey, he even went for Florina. Nice. Yeah, going full 2020, or in the Screenies case, 10-20-20 was a lot of fun in Sacred Stones, because just the sheer level of growth you could get is ridiculous in that. And the fact that Marissa still never maxed out strength for me was a sad day. Armor Slayer that will very likely go unused for this entire campaign. That actually lets him do pretty decent damage. Can you weaken? No. Let's try it. Cadre is such a cool word for someone named Bull to drop. Ah, 1 damage off. Unfortunate. Yeah, maybe he'll crit. There's a 99% chance he's going to be going for Poor Matthew. Yeah, a modern day remake of this would be really neat. He did hit that dodge real nice, which I do appreciate. Sir, what happened to you? Why are the bags under your eyes their own zip codes? True. I love that for you. I'm really hoping Arlene winds up good. She's off to a good start. I think with a Lyn that levels up pretty good, it's not impossible. But definitely terrifying for me, because I am a weenie. Nah, that's fair. You hit him with the "you're one of the good ones" right after the racism. Yeah, Ike can do some work in Path of Radiance, despite him not being the buff boy. And the second he gets Ragdoll in those last couple of maps, ooh. Nah, that's fair. I think I've just been spoiled by modern firing games giving me the great ones, having lords just be great on their own. Oh, that reminds me. I still gotta do one run of Path of Radiance, and I think it's the Japanese difficulty, where there's the critical overflow or underflow glitch, where you can get a weapon that has like 250 something crit, and I want to see it just because I think it'd be funny. Thank you, Wrath. We are no longer broke. Oh, it did have the Iron Sword glitch. Nice. For some reason, I thought it was only the Japanese version. But I have been going for about 2 hours, and my dog is looking at me like he wants to go to the restroom. So I'm going to call it here for this week. Tuesday I should be able to stream again for Birthright Iron Man, but obviously with the holiday coming up and all that fun stuff, probably not going to do a second stream next week. But thank you for the follow, Scythe the Apollo. Very kind of you. But I will drop my Discord link, and I will try to make sure to post on when I'll be doing the next run of this, because I had a lot of fun, and I really like FE7. We're definitely doing more of this. Nice. Love to see everyone there. Thank y'all for hanging out, and I hope y'all have a good night, day, wherever it is where you all are.